Hey guys, JT here with an unboxing and a first look at the Kyosho RB6.6. This is new. Kyosho released this actually last week, and I purchased this from TowerHobbies. It got in a couple of days, so I was pretty happy and excited about that. You guys may remember I did have an RB6 or actually an RB5 not too long ago. And I did run that out there for a bit, and then I ended up getting rid of it. But I wanted to get another two-wheel drive buggy, and I wanted to make it, I guess the next one I got was going to be a little bit more up to date. So around this price range, there were a couple of options. This is $249 for this one, and it is brushed, and I'll get into the brush system and stuff in just a bit. But some of the other options out there as well was Hylion's got the Conquest, I think it's XB, and that's a brushless buggy, and that's also $249. But some of the differences is that even though this is brushed and the Hylion's brushless, this comes with, as you see right here, mid-motor. I've never had a mid-motor buggy. I've had a mid-motor truggy, or sorry, stadium truck. My Durango DST 210, I think it was, or 210 or something. That was one of the mid-motor cars I had, but I never had a mid-motor two-wheel drive buggy. So I'm interested in getting this out here and running it. You guys know my the T4s or T5s I had are mid-motor, but they're stadium trucks. And I may convert this to a stadium truck as well and then run those against those just to see how they really compare. But like I said, I'm pretty excited about getting this and running this because it's been a minute since I've had a brand new two-wheel drive buggy. And as you see there, since it is mid-motor, it does have the 4-gear transmission, which I think a lot of them are now 3-gear mid-motor transmissions, but this should still perform pretty well. I've seen probably one video on it, the Kyosho video, and maybe something else running out there. But as far as the other competition to this, there's the Associated, I think it is, I may say this wrong, but they got maybe a D6 or something like that that's out there. And they have a rear motor and also a mid-motor buggy, but it's not an all-in-one kit like this one. For instance, for this one, if I wanted to get the kit version RB6 stuff to fit on here, where I can either do a mid-motor, rear motor, and they also have like a lay down where it's 3 gears that actually lay completely flat down, I can just buy those and add those to this. So anything that's on that kit version that's like $349, I can add to this. Another thing between this and the Associated is the price range. This is $249 and the Associated one is like $369. Now, of course, the Associated one comes with a censored, I think it's a 17.5 brushless motor, but you're paying a lot for that. Now, sometimes not for me. I don't want to continue to dig in my pockets for a lot of money. This is nothing against Associated. I know it's a great car and all, but for something like this that I'm not really going to race, and I may take it to the track and try it out. And I may race it there. To come straight out the box and run it like this is fine for me. I don't have to spend all that money on it. And besides, I got plenty of brushless systems I can use with this. So anyway, this box is as detailed as all Kyosho cars that come. I'm kind of curious if this comes with a battery. I know one thing with this, I'll go ahead and point this out too. The reason why I did get this was this battery mount can either fit a flat stick pack or it can be adjusted to fit a shorty pack, which is a good thing because I just don't like that manufacturers have made a lot of the two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive buggies that are 10 scale to be saddle pack or shorty pack only. That just limits, to me, your buyers for the car. I think that they need to look at what Kyosho did with this and give you the option of running either or, because that's going to open your market up for more buyers like myself. If this had been a saddle pack or a shorty pack, I wouldn't have got it. It would have stayed right there in Kyosho's stock for that. So, but anyway, let me go ahead and pop this baby open real quick. All right, got that off. And you gotta love the smell of a new car. So anyway, instruction manual here, and let's see if they give you, they give you something to bind the radio with, an antenna tube, and this piece right here is actually if you wanted to, looks like that's probably for the shorty pack. right there, or maybe even the saddle pack. So this is what this is probably in there for, because I think it's already set up for a stick pack. The radio that they include with it, which is all strapped all up. Let me get this out the package real quick. It's the KT. If you guys can see that down there, see if we can zoom that in. The KT-231P, which is the radio that Kyosho is including with a lot of their cars. It has your basic, analog trims on there. It's not digital, which is fine. And the feel of it in the hand is going to be fine and good as well. You see how that kind of curves there to the front, so it gives you kind of that racy feel as well. So I've had this radio before, and I haven't had any problems or issues with it. They did improve it by putting this rubber grip on the back of it, which is good. I'm assuming that's the on-off switch, and I'm assuming this is a 2-channel and not a 3-channel. The receiver may be 3-channel, but I'm not sure. That may be a 3rd channel right there. I have to check and see. That'd be pretty cool. Maybe I'll put some lights on this thing. So inside here is, of course, the buggy. And let's see if that's cool. They didn't do that. Some companies, as you know, will strap these cars down, so you just take a lot to get these things out. So, and cool, they did include some tools. I didn't think they included any. So they include some basic Allen keys in here, and also a 4-way tool for your wheels and any other bolts that are on the car. So looking at the car in general, they put these tie straps on here probably to lower the car down so it would fit into the box a little bit better, which is, smart and budget-wise as well. I love the paint scheme of this. Doing this video doesn't do this car too much justice as far as what this looks. I mean, it still looks great, but seeing this actually in person looks a heck of a lot better. So I'm gonna see if I can get these off real quick. That's a lot to get off on there. As I'm getting these off, I know the car comes with 12mm hexes. That's gonna take a minute to get this off. I know it comes with 12mm hexes front and rear, so you can use standard, of course, buggy tires and wheels on here. And I know also, I think it's, let me check one thing real quick. I know the chassis is also metal. I think I saw it listed everywhere else as having a plastic chassis, but this chassis is not plastic. That's metal, which is good. They didn't cut on the price for that, which is great. I'm going to have to put something over this so I don't damage up this nice smooth looking chassis. You see it does use hexes. It does not use Phillips heads, which is good. It is adjustable, which is great as well. The shocks are adjustable as well, so there's no spacers you need to put in there to adjust the strength of the shocks or the way of the shocks. So trying to pull this out, and this is just giving me a doozy. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to pull this out real quick. Cool, so I got those off, and I'm going to get the body off real quick. What's cool about this is the body comes Velcroed on, and it's just got one body clip in the front to get that off. So that's pretty cool. That way there's no rear body pin on there either, and that actually helps to keep some of the dust and grime and dirt out of there as well. So it does not come with the battery, but this is in stick configuration here. So I have a LiPo charged up, and I will get that going. This is, as you see there, we can get up in there. This is a 3-channel receiver, so I'm pretty sure that's a 3rd channel that's on this radio. I have to look into some of the specs more. This setup, this motor is something new for Kyosho. It's a 15-turn brush motor, so I'm kind of curious how that's going to run. It looks almost like a brushless motor. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. But it looks almost like a brushless motor, which is good, fine, and dandy. I love this mid-motor configuration. I'm not sure of the gear ratio for it just yet, but I will look into that as well, and probably have to gear up just a little bit because I run mostly on the streets, but I may just take it off-road as it is now, but I may gear up a tooth or two on the pinion gear. The speed controller is mounted up front. This is a 45 amp speed controller, but I believe I'll have to look at the specs on this speed controller. Don't quote me on this, but this seems to be somewhat similar to the other speed controllers that can run a 3S LiPo. That motor probably can't take it, but we'll see. I'll have to look at the specs on there, but I like the way this is mounted up front because it's going to give it an even balance. So even when I do put some more speed in here, because I am going to go brushless, I won't have to worry about it wheeling so much. Probably won't wheelie at all. I don't know if this comes with a ball diff or not. I'll have to check some of the specs on that as well, but I'll give some of that information and some of my final thoughts of this. But this thing is constructed pretty good. Even the servo saver, look at that. That's pretty good as well. So, yeah, this is a pretty well designed, good looking buggy, especially for the price. So I don't know who else has this in, but I know I got this from TowerHobbies. So I'll put links to this also in the description if you guys want to check this thing out and maybe even get it. You guys know that TowerHobbies offers Easy Pay, and that's always a benefit to getting cars. You can get a car and put it on Easy Pay, and on your first payment. So for instance, you go in and want to buy this as $249. They'll divide your payment up into 3 payments. And the first payment would be like, I don't know, $80 or something like that. As soon as you order the car and click the Easy Pay button, they're going to ship the car off to you. And then 30 days later, they're going to charge you for the second payment. And then on 30 days from that, which would be the third payment, or almost 90 days later, they're going to charge you for the third and final payment. So, yeah, just don't renege on your payment. That would be stupid for you to do. But just want to tell you guys about that option. I mentioned that a while back in some of my other videos when I was reviewing websites and stuff. And that's always a great option, especially for people that just kind of want to get into the hobby. Don't want to shuck out a lot of money right now. They don't have it right now. They can go ahead and start purchasing some kits too. This wing is actually pretty sturdy. Does have a little paint missing right there. See how my finger's going over that? So I may have to touch up on that. Yeah, I have to touch up on that some, because that's definitely gonna fade out quickly there. But anyway, first looking at this, I'm impressed with it. It does have dog bones front or in the rear, which is good as expected. I'm not sure, like I said, about the differential, whether it's a ball differential or not. Ding's connectors on here, but I love it that this uses a stick pack. I really, really do. So anyway, guys, stay tuned for some running videos of this as well. Suspension setup seems to be set up well. Yeah, that's set up really good actually. So stay tuned for some running videos of this, and as always, don't forget to like or dislike, subscribe if you have not, and stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching.